Now, the Union Home Minister took a late-night meeting on the Delhi situation. He chaired that meeting, which was also attended by the Delhi Police Commissioner, the Home Secretary and the Chief of the Intelligence Bureau, among other senior officials who all met the Home Minister in this meeting. The meeting started around 10 p.m. late last night and went on for about more than 2 hours till after midnight. So that is the latest coming in as far as the response from the Ministry of Home Affairs is concerned. Remember, this violence began on Sunday evening around 4:30 p.m. Yesterday, situation spiraled further out of control. Now we're learning from our sources that the Home Minister held a meeting late last night. The meeting started around 10 p.m. That's what the information that we're getting from our sources in the Home Ministry is concerned. Who all were part of this meeting? Very important stakeholders. The Commissioner of Police of the Delhi Police was also present in this meeting, along with the Home Secretary. The Chief of the Intelligence Bureau was also present in this meeting, which was being chaired by the Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Other senior officials of the Home Ministry were also there to apprise the Home Minister of the situation in our nation's capital. Joining me now on the phone line is Arunima. She's getting us all the very latest detail. Arunima, give us a sense of what really was discussed in this meeting that the Home Minister was chairing.
So the Home Minister was briefed about the situation. He was in Ahmedabad through the day yesterday. He returned to Delhi late in the evening, and the Delhi Commissioner of Police briefed him on how the situation was unfolding. It was unfortunate that the DCP of Shahadra was injured. One head constable lost his life. So all those facts were shared with the Home Minister. And this meeting went on for 2.5 hours. So we told by officials that the Home Minister did not only just take the briefing, but they also strategized. Home Secretary was present, meeting which went on till about 12:30 a.m. The Director of Intelligence Bureau was present. So they all discussed how to handle the situation, especially in wake of the fact that US President Donald Trump will be crisscrossing through central Delhi today, and there was a call given by the Jamia Coordination Committee and the other anti-CAA protesters to get out the Delhi Police Headquarters, the new Delhi Police Headquarters, which is on the Ashok Road. So because it is the central Delhi area, that's also a concern. Donald Trump will be at Rajghat around 10:30, then go to Hyderabad House. His hotel is also, through central Delhi, New Delhi area to reach there. And therefore, Delhi Police has turned the entire central Delhi area into a fortress. They do not want any further trouble from northeast and eastern part of the country to spill on to central areas. And that too was discussed at this meeting.
All right, Arunima, stay with us. We're also joined by Sahil on this broadcast. Sahil, you heard Arunima there talking about how central Delhi is going to be the focus as far as the Delhi Police is concerned, especially since there is a call being given to gherao the Delhi Police Headquarters. There was also a protest outside the Lieutenant Governor's office demanding that he restore order to the national capital. Give us a sense of what are the kind of assurances that the Delhi Police has been giving.
So last night at around 11 p.m. Uday, Aam Aadmi Party MLAs rushed towards the LG's residence and they reached there. They wanted to meet the Lieutenant Governor. The Lieutenant Governor, the word that they got from the Lieutenant Governor was that already he's in touch with the Commissioner of Police, who's responsible for law and order, and that there is no need for the meeting. But after much persistence, because there were many MLAs, at least 8 to 9 MLAs that turned up at LG's residence, the Special Commissioner of Police, the Special Commissioner of Police was sent as a representative of the Lieutenant Governor to meet Aam Aadmi Party MLAs. And after having a word with them at around 2:30 Uday, all the MLAs went back. Special Commissioner's name is Rajesh Khurana. He assured them that police is in touch with the Lieutenant Governor and they are briefing him constantly on the kinds of steps that are being taken on the ground.
Right. Arunima is also continuing to be with us. Arunima, the violence that we are seeing, majority of this violence is being reported from northeast parts of Delhi. We're also, all right, we seem to have lost that connection with Arunima. Let me go back to Sahil as well on that point. Sahil, majority of the violence that we've seen in the national capital is reported from the northeast parts of Delhi. We're also getting reports that there were certain disturbances in certain northwestern parts, including Karawal Nagar as well. So what seems to be the Delhi Police's strategy? Arunima seems to be suggesting that it is a strategy of containment to make sure that at least central parts of Delhi, where the US President is going to be visiting, which is where Hyderabad House is, where the meeting will be held, those parts remain untouched by the violence. So is this a strategy of containment on part of the Delhi Police?
Yes, again, in most of the scenes that you're now seeing on the ground, Delhi Police, of course, their strategy remains to be on those spots and make sure that their presence in itself acts as a deterrent. But yesterday we did see that was not really working out. Delhi policemen were clearly outnumbered over there, clearly outnumbered when it comes to the number of protesters, no matter which faction they belong to. In front of the policemen, stones and lathis were flying in the air. Petrol pump was set ablaze last night in Gokulpuri. A tire market was set ablaze. So there are only a limited number of Delhi policemen. Of course, they are now getting help from central forces as well, from CRPF teams as well. But Delhi police, in its own, clearly was stood outnumbered. And today also, of course, they are. It's a double challenge for them. One, of course, is the areas of northeast Delhi, as you mentioned, in the area of northwestern Delhi as well, where there are incidents of stone pelting and arson, and also incidents of shops setting ablaze. Being reported. They were reported since, last night as well. In fact, since morning also, there are calls being received for stone pelting. And then there are, of course, areas in central Delhi where U.S. President Donald Trump is staying. Also locations in South Delhi where U.S. First Lady Melania Trump will be visiting a government school. So these are multiple challenges for a limited police source, but on the ground clearly yesterday, as I can say as an eyewitness myself, to the kind of horrific scenes that played out, Delhi policemen stood out.
And Sahil, it's quite telling. Last night, as you were reporting, the Special Commissioner for Police in Delhi had promised senior leaders and ministers in the Delhi cabinet, including Gopal Rai himself, that that the Delhi police was going to make sure that no violence is repeated, that they would ensure the safety of the residents of Delhi. But just this morning, we're getting reports of fresh incidents of stone pelting in Mojpur and Brahmpuri areas, aren't we?
Yes, that's correct. And again, while Delhi police, of course, would try its best to curb violence, but as I've been saying, they even yesterday they stood outnumbered in such a scenario. When situations go out of control to this extent, there is a need for central assistance as well, and now central assistance has reached Delhi. In fact, it reached yesterday itself. It was deployed. But the fact is that there is tension simmering on the ground. Attempts, of course, are being made through appeals which have been made by local politicians, by different members of the society, to people to not indulge in violence, arson, and rioting. But there is, of course, that tension that still remains on the ground. And as I'm saying, there are calls of stone pelting that have been received since this morning as well. Let me do a quick recap of what happened in Gokulpuri last night. In late evening, the tire market, which is a very prominent tire market of that locality in Gokulpuri, that was set ablaze. As many as 10 fire engines had to be rushed to that locality. Of course, thankfully, there was no casualty that was reported. But of course, property worth of which has still not been calculated, was completely damaged. The shops completely stand gutted under that fire. Last night, till about 10 p.m., I was in Mojpur. There were flag marches being done by no less than the Joint Commissioner himself.
Right.
They were also forced to fire some tear gas shells. So all that I could see in Mojpur last night was stones and smoke all around, and also torch vehicles, shops and homes in Mojpur, in Babarpur. So the situation completely remains tense even right now.
Right. So I'll stay with us. I'll come back.